It's Yorick with Mordekaiser. Do the maiden come with you? Or is the maiden just left alone? Oh, the loneliest maiden.
I think it's left alone. I assume it's
Oh.
left alone. I assume it's left alone.
That's
Like
tragic.
you're just there and Mordekaiser. I could be wrong. Gotta double check that.
Let's see. We're going to go ahead and load up into the Rift. It is our 4th game of the night. Battle of Hong Kong. HKA taking on Talon. We'll see whether or not Talon can look to extend their standings lead to 4-0. Whether HKA can find their 2nd win and actually tie up to a 50% win rate across the board.
It's gonna be a tough one. I mean, I keep saying this because Talon seem to be the team based on from what we've seen so far is that they always give this false, air quote, false hope to the opposition. Most of the time.
Do they give false hope?
Okay. Not exactly false hope,
Oh,
but
yeah.
a moment of weakness. There you go. A moment of weakness for Talon Esports that happens in between mid to late. It usually happens around that, or maybe around later phases of the game when the Elder Drake is about to get taken. So if HK decides to slow the pace of the game perhaps and just stop the bleed, since their early game is not the best in the world, then perhaps they do have a chance in just shutting down Talon Esports. That is just my idea for them.
That's your idea.
Yeah.
That's how you end the Talon Esports, apparently.
Yeah. That's but Talon Esports is like in my first is in first place in my power ranking. So
Yeah, they had a lot of people actually. I gave them 2nd. I wanted to see how they would perform against AHQ. Whether or not they're going to be actually able to perform, we'll see. I think this is a good estimate for them because the last couple of games, there's a couple of games where they actually were heavily favored. This one, I think it's fair to say that, you know what, I think they should be able to take it pretty heavy-handedly against HKA. But we have to see. It's going to be red side starts for both jungles. Rek'Sai always starts on red usually. It's never fun to start blue. You don't need blue. And you can get level 3 actually just doing the top side of your map as Rek'Sai.
yeah. Plus, I think it's perfect as well for rotations. If you want to just drop by the top side to just burn a flash, or maybe a potential kill. But then it's a Mordekaiser and a Yoris lane. We'll see though what the plan is in mind. He does have that chance or opportunity.
I'm not a fan of River actually right now. He did not go Hail of Blades Rek'Sai.
Oh,
Which is
Conqueror this
weird.
time.
Yeah, we went Conqueror. I think Hail of Blades is just objectively better in most cases. Okay, super long extended fight, sure, Conqueror. But you're on Elise. It's either Elise is going to burst you down or you're going to burst the Elise down, I think is going to be the difference when it comes to these fights. So we'll have to see. I think Hail of Blades just synergizes so well with the Q and the knockup that I don't think you have anything to worry about here. We'll see though.
Let's see what the plan is.
I'm going to have to ask Ender about that, what he thinks about the Conqueror on the right side. Up in top lane, yeah, this has been the story of 3Z for the first bit. Uh-oh.
There's the dive that we were talking about.
Do they actually go for it? Let's see. Underneath the tower, River's going to go on forward. Hanabi not able to land it. River underneath 3Z. Oh, no, River! He got tagged by the slow! It's first blood to 3Z! It was all a bait, Riku. And now 3Z gets a free red buff. Okay, just don't lose it to Hanabi.
My oh my, that was surprising. I thought they could have played around that maybe
is
a little bit better, or maybe not.
Is it really that necessary to dive 3Z at this point, though? Like, I guess they try to get him before he has his wall to be able to be put down, but, like, this is a large commitment. It's also not the prettiest dive. Hanabi's supposed to grab tower aggro here.
Oh, he went back. Yeah.
Yeah. So Hanabi actually missed the Q. If he hit the Q, I think they get 3Z, but unfortunately, aggro went onto River because he was the one who engaged, and he gets tagged by the slow, and that's first blood over to 3Z.
It was the perfect setup, too, because 3Z moved a little bit forward, so it was perfect for the flash. And then so you're at least nearer out of the turret range once you decide to just pass it on to Hanabi. But the execution wasn't there. So unfortunately, or actually fortunately, HK gets that first blood for themselves, and that's a little bit painful for River, losing that red buff at the beginning.
Yeah, a questionable decision there from River. And now let's see, does HK decide, hey, we're going to try and abuse this lane? Try and see if we can make something happen. I don't know how this matchup goes. I think early on Mordekaiser is favored, but I think later it is Yorick who actually wins the 1v1.
She was a level 6. Hey, the lady goes with you.
The spooky.
The spooky lady.
Oh no,
I
he's
mean,
throwing the cats.
this is so cute. I mean,
How is that cute? They're like little goblins.
but
They're like
wearing
goblin
cat
cats.
costumes. It's cute.
Okay. Have you seen the new Fiddlesticks? You
Oh,
saw
I
that?
saw. I saw you.
Yeah,
tweet
does
that.
he? If he wears a cat costume, is that going to be cute, or is it just going to be straight up terrifying?
It depends on the color scheme.
Oh, let's see here. Dive possibly coming out.
Nice.
Wall comes out. That's going to force out the flash. 3Z. Oh, no. He gets brought underneath the tower. And it's going to be the kill going on over to Hanabi. Oh, and just like that, both these top laners are able to tag each other. And they're like, you shall not leave tower range. Thank you for the free kill. What's going on in top lane with these
What
teams?
is happening exactly? It's like at least Hanabi gets revenge from that, except for the fact that it was the jungler that died earlier. But yeah, I feel like it depends on if the poke lands anyways for 3Z, but we might see a roam coming from Kaiwing as Jumian's so low.
Oh, Ignite. That forces out a flash at least. He decided not to go for the Haymaker.
I thought it's going to be another dive because that's like 3 members already there.
They're thinking about it. They are thinking about it. But HK, they got support. Level 6 also there for the set. Let's go ahead and take another look at top lane. It's a great execution. At this point, walls up. Don't fight. You don't need to fight. You got to flash out. But instead, 3Z, that's the issue when you try and go against Mordekaiser.
Oh, because 3Z already has burned flash. So
yes.
there was really... It was inevitable. It was supposed to die there after that reel-in coming from Hanabi.
Meanwhile, Hanabi has already brought him to the Shadow Realm. I think he was expecting... Oh, here's the issue. You can't... If you Shadow Realm your opponent as Mordekaiser in a 2v1, you turn it just to a 1v1. Because River can't help you there.
Exactly.
So, like... Mordekaiser actually has, like, reverse jungle support with his ultimate. You're like, yeah, let's go for a kill. And then it's like...
Shadow
Wait
Realm.
a sec. Wait a sec. This is not... This
is not why
I did not want to send you here. Oh, no.
Yeah. It's going to be more useful later on once they do Rift Scuttle. Did I say Rift Scuttle? Rift Herald.
Hey, Scuttle is just baby Rift Herald.
That is true. But you don't really invest too much to get the Scuttler.
It was also... Hey, Scuttle is like...
It is value, yeah.
You know how much movement speed I can get off Scuttle if I secure that buff? I can go faster.
And that
Team
is
fights, I can go zoom. I can lock in Ramus and I actually get a buff. Actually, no. I can lock in Hecarim and I actually get attack damage.
That is true.
It's the biggest brain play. It is worth more than Dragon.
I should not underestimate the power of the Scuttler. Never ever again.
What caster do I always talk to? And we were always agreed that like Scuttle is actually just it just gives you automatic priority because the movement speed buff in around the Dragon and American is so valuable early. I think it's Ender and I, but it's like you should never fight on an enemy Scuttle because half the time you're going to lose. Just because you can maneuver better during the team fights. Let's see here. Talon, they're trying to make a sneaky... There's so much wards. I'm going to give it to HK. They're actually doing a damn good job with defensive wards coming out early. Able to keep their bot lane safe from River.
Yep, and definitely keeping in track of Talon's dragon take, as I think 100% of the time is that they do get the first dragon of the game. And meanwhile, Talon's bottom lane, though, Kaiwing, or rather Wing, 2 wings in the bot lane. Oh, I just realized, Rocky Wing Kaiwing. This is nice.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, there's just.
I am slow. I mean, I
my
realized, but then when I put them together, now that I just
You don't even have to put anything together. Wing is just Wing. Kaiwing has the extra wing. Has the extra Kai.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, okay. Now that Dragon is, it started. Talon Esports already started a Dragon. They do have priority in mid and as well as bot. A very comfy take as the jungler of HK is right over there. So now that they will just secure that side of the pit, or rather maybe even take the Scuttle.
Well, they get themselves Infernal on the side of Talon. Feels pretty happy. Let's see here, though. That's Rift Herald started up by HKA. Oh, here comes Pings. Candy's roaming. He's got Ignite. Oh, and River too. Oh, they're going to see it also reset. They're like, oh, look at how much time Hollow put into... Woo, Candy. That was close to getting caught there by the Cocoon. Stopping that, though, it wastes Hollow's time quite a bit.
That is true. And still good zoning from Jimian here on the set, but he's being pushed out in this matchup, which is totally understandable coming into this LeBlanc with the set. Kind of difficult to, as can be with all the distortions in the world, just hop in and just hop out as well. In the meantime, we're going to be seeing, probably not going to be seeing any of the swaps soon from the bottom lane, but most likely maybe later once pressure starts to build from HK if they do want to take that one.
Yeah. Talon, I'm trying to remember in their game against Nova if they pulled the lane swap early. I think they did. I think they actually lane swapped very early on. But I think for right now, I think Hanabi is just like, hey, let me farm up a little bit. Don't want to lane swap, because what ends up happening is if they don't lane swap, and we've gotten past the point now where turret plating is actually there's not the enhanced resistances early on in the game from ranged damage anymore, I don't believe. So Hanabi would actually lose his tower very quickly if he was put into a lane swap scenario right away.
Yeah.
I know Yorick, he's got a little bit of good clear. He can delay the minions at least. Let's see here. Oh yeah, River, start that up. Get that, Shelly.
Okay, this is going to be a clean take from Talon Esports. The timing was just perfect. Holo just got back to base.
Yeah, so yeah, pardon me. Yeah, no, apparently Talon's like, nope, let's just lane swap now. Oh, we can get refilled. Okay, let's lane swap.
There you go. This is.
It's interesting that the 80 carries have actually come on, because it used to always be the supports that roamed up on the first back. Now we see both bot. Oh wow, they are going in. I don't like this from Talon. I think they will still get the tower, or at least. Yeah, see, the issue is you might as well wait to put it down. They at least get the gold, so Talon's like, all right, we get a little bit of a payoff here, but they don't get the tower.
I mean, it works well if you bring your 80 carry so that you can get early plates, and then you move back and then get more plates.
Yeah, maybe that's the plan, but Hanabi's already teleporting bot.
Exactamundo. We'll see.
I think the Ezreal will stay top lane for now, and Hanabi will find his new home in bot.
Great deny coming from Talon Esports, all according to plan. So both 80 carries from the Eminem rather will not get that exchange. Now they're going to get more with this as they try to probably proxy the next wave, if ever, as they're just going to leave that too unified. And because of that switch, Eminem probably forced to go back. Or the port was actually cancelled. He's staying, I think. But since there's no vision...
He's got Maiden, though. Yeah. He's fine. Like, Maiden can just soak up all this.
That's true.
You can see, yeah. 3Z's happy. He's like, all right. I can now get to play League of Legends, the DLC version where he just, he just fights against the minions.
Imagine if like League of Legends had some sort of DLC. I wonder what would it look like.
It's just like it's Overwatch 2, but it's just League of Legends 2 now. It's just PvE. That's all it is. It's great. Oh,
Repel?
Let's see. Repel.
Okay.
Yeah, same side though. Oh, tag there. That's nicely done from Kaiwing, but again. HKA Wing himself comes up for the roam to mid lane. Candy has been able to get a little bit of a CS advantage. He's about up 4 waves when that wave is soaked up by the set. Bot lane, it's a small advantage for Unified. Nah, that's Arcane Shift.
I was just going to say, yeah, you got Arcane Shift. You're going to be fine.
Also, you got like the priority of Arcane Shift, which is ridiculous. It's just like, yeah, I could just buffer through all this CC.
Yeah. Yep, 3. But
it's not like the Vi bug right now. For anyone who doesn't know, Vi is actually disabled this week.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, Vi has a small little bug where when you stopwatch her ultimate, she becomes unstoppable for like 8 seconds.
8 seconds is a long time.
Yeah. No, it's just like the Ornn breath, but for 8 seconds, and you can cast spells.
I still prefer the T-pose.
T-pose Kench?
The T-pose Kench is still the best.
Oh wait, instead of like T-Kench, it's the T-pose Kench. Oh, perfect.
I love that.
All right, Talon though, second dragon of the game. As turret plates have fallen, they're able to get an extra one over HKA, but second dragon of the game goes in their favor, and they'll lock that one down. Yeah, I think you're right on this one here, Riku. I think they are one of the slower teams. I think both these teams actually are. I think HKA doesn't like playing Fiestas, but they kind of forced to, because then they get desperate.
Yeah, I mean, for me, HK really shines when they want to contest a certain objective, which they did at with their Resurgence match. So Rift Herald takes, Dragon takes, but then Talon Esports is just doing a great job in denying all of these. Like, look at the vision just being trailed off, and the river is just practically everywhere at this point. So it's kind of hard for Holo to catch up in all of the presence that River is showing from Talon's side. And yeah, at this point, plates are down, so therefore plates are down. Eminem hasn't been getting any of the stacks, or the plates rather, so no exchange whatsoever on Eminem's side.
Oh, look at that small gold lead, though, in favor of Talon. We also got River. He's hunting. He's seeking. He's right on the edge of vision. Push going to come back from 3Z as River sneaks his way into the brush. 3Z is calmly going, why are you letting me why are you doing this? Why are you letting me freeze? Let's see, does he actually push back? Oh, they're thinking about it.
Ah!
There we go. There's the pull back. Did they actually go in?
Nice.
There it is. Flash on knockup coming in on to 3Z. Oh, they both, but River has his ultimate. He's able to secure the kill, and there we go. Top lane can be cracked open on the side of Talon.
And there we go. Patience is a virtue, as River just waited for the right opportunity. No vision whatsoever on that side as well, since it was a lane gank. There was a ward in that tri-brush, but the padding by River is just really hard to track. And now what does HK get in exchange? They're looking for mid lane, but that's Distortion 1.
Yeah, Candy has the other distortion. We're going to go ahead, though, and take a look at that replay once again. Even without the Halo Blades, as long as you get the knock up there on the Rex side, you're pretty much fine. 3Z did have flash. He had no time, though, to flash it. Only now just using it, and by that point, Rek'Sai already tagged ya. And it was really good by River, too. He ended up using the Seeker right away, so that's able to tag the target. So even he missed the knock-up, they still had enough damage to kill him. Could have ulted to finish off the kill. So
Yep, so there's really no problem at all. Even if 3Z had to flash, kill secured still by River on that Rek'Sai. And meanwhile, bot lane's still secured. So normally at this point of the game, we've already seen an exchange. Like, top lane already been taken, then after the push, the AD carry of the opposition is already pushing bot side. So it didn't happen, so therefore I think in terms of the AD carries losing, and okay, I thought there was going to be
I think Holo's getting really annoyed. He's like, can you just double the stores already and try and poke the set? Oh, let's see. Talon. Oh, they know they have vision over the wall. They go. He's able to get the chain, so he's going to be locked down when he comes back on down. 3 members in the middle of the canal, but let's see. Can they turn it on back? Oh, no, the suplex underneath the tower. River's going to get taken on down as Ultimate cuts through, but not able to find any members. And HK are able to answer this fight.
Ooh, that was close. I feel like they could have gotten Wing, and they could have gotten Wing and as well as Holo if the True Shot Barrage hit at that point. But yeah, nicely done. Talon was the one who started this fight, but everyone else from HK were already there. Holo with a repel, as well as to buy time and getting that flash out as well. There's another teleport, so they're outnumbered here. Boom, nicely done by Jimin.
Yeah, outnumbered, but they're still fighting underneath the tower. Meanwhile, though, Talon, do they have River around? Ooh, that's a little unfortunate. Can 3Z actually catch this? Oh, he can. Oh, this is mean. Oh, no.
Nice steal.
It's a good steal, but the side of Talon could try and defend this if they want to, use it as bait. That might be the plan here. So it's just a deny from HK. Does anyone actually go over to secure it? Mid lane, the tower is still standing. Bot lane is actually taken by the Misfortune. Eminem is like, I don't care about who I fight. I'm just scaling. That's my job. Actually, he's sitting on probably like 1,500 gold right now with that tower secured. River is literally guarding the Rift Herald. I think it will disperse here quite shortly. I think it only lasts for about 45 seconds to a minute. So I think Talon have been able to prevent that Rift Herald from going over to HK. So nicely done, at least. Yeah,
nicely done denial as well, away from Talon Esports, for them to utilize it to just probably transition it well towards the Dragon and get something, get chip damage at least to mid and or bottom lane. But now against the Rift Herald, it's totally fine, as 3Z will just demolish this one.
He's literally playing just PvE League of Legends. Great. I love it. slower games here today
Yeah.
in week 2, day 1. Only 4 kills at almost 20 minutes. And it looks like it's still going to be that. Both teams being calm. Let's see. Tag is there. No cocoon, though, is going to land. For you guys, though, they're probably like, oh, you know, the night's going a little bit long. Well, our next matchup, of course, is going to be Liab taking on Berjaya. So do stick around for that. I know we're just a little behind schedule when it comes to the matches, but hey, that's what happens when you have some long, drawn-out League of Legends. They all started watching LCK. That's the issue.
Oh, wait.
They're not gonna
Wing.
pay, but Wing's fine. He also uses ultimate there, actually. A lot of safety being used. They're like, you know, LCK, it's on hold now. We can become the LCK.
Yeah.
Except a little messier.
Yeah,
That's
with
all.
a little bit of nice Fiesta fights, which we all love and enjoy. But Talon Esports, again, is going to get this third dragon, rather, for themselves. Meanwhile, we're going to be seeing, 3Z. He's going to keep at it. Going to just mediate or deviate from everybody else and just create problems for Talon Esports in the side lanes. But it's a little bit difficult as Talon Esports is just grabbing every single objective that they can so far. 3Z's gonna walk slowly back here in the mid lane.
Let's see here. HK, come on back. They clear out the vision.
Yeah, this is the scary part already with Unified having 2 items completed, already full stacks as well, and even a QSS, so I think they're ready to fight at some point somewhere. But again, there's no objectives to take aside from Baron, so I suppose they do want to pressure that part of the map for sure, because this is where Unified's going to be ouchie, ouchie, wouchie.
Ouchie, ouchie. Oh boy. I gotta shout out to one of our league ops. I'll talk to it in a sec, because we already got a holo. Oh, he has nowhere to repel to. Talon there waiting for a juicy spider to come on down. There it is. Candy's going to eat him up. Nice pick up there onto Talon. They get themselves their 3rd kill of the game. Still only a small advantage, though.
Yeah, I'm sure Talon Esports is just itching to get this tower down already in the mid lane, this tier 1 tower. So let's see if they can poke them enough for them to just get scared and retreat towards the 2nd tier tower, because Wing is in a very open position. There's no minions blocking the Mystic shots coming from Unified, so Eminem's just going to clear that 1 caster, and then therefore Unified's just going to wait for the next wave. 3Z, spot on Hanabi. Oh,
there we go. 3Z gets themselves a knock-up. They'll be fine, though. As he gets over to safety. I was going to say shout out to one of our league ops, Will. He has informed me that, yes, the maiden does get left alone.
Oh, okay.
So she just stays a maiden at that point.
Aw.
And just kind of goes, oh, this is my life now. I'll wait for York to come out of the
Wait
Shadow
to
Realm.
come back. All right. Thank you for the confirmation.
Thank you, Will. Shout out to Will.
Shout out to you, Will. Yeah, again, Talon Esports looking for a pick somewhere around the map. They tried their attempt onto 3Z. It didn't work out so well because at least they're whittling down this tower slowly, but there's so many wave clear to go around with the Unified.
They're fishing
Nicely
for
done.
it.
They
Alright,
are.
True Shot Barrage hits only the minions. It's going to cut him down. Oh, he actually missed the minions. Never mind. So that True Shot Barrage literally hits nothing. Bot lane, Hanabi. Going to go ahead, clean up a bit in the bot lane, get some extra farm. 4th dragon on the game, though. Possibly here for Talon. If they look to get some priority down, they'd be able to kick that up, and they would get themselves Cloud Soul, get a little bit extra ultimate cooldown reduction. Still about 90 seconds away. Do you have to worry about, you do have a Baron on the other side of the map, and that, unfortunately, you don't have a whole lot of wave clear on the side of Talon, so maybe not giving up the Baron is the maybe the optimal play here for Talon. You only got the Ezreal, which unfortunately, unless he has True Shot Barrage, he doesn't really have all that much wave clear.
Yeah, I mean, the Glacial just helps a little bit.
Shout out, look how many QSSs have already come out on the side of HK, by the way.
Oh yeah, there's
Hanabi's not going to be able to ult a lot of people now. You're not going to be able to get the set. You're not going to be able to get the Yorick. And you know what? If I'm M&M, I think you play the smart play and you also get a QSS.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sell the Doran's Blade and then make room for a QSS just in case.
I think he has enough gold still. He's just been,
Waiting around.
he's been just soaking up, farm, and he's just like, I got a big old stack of gold every time I go back to base. Talon clear out the vision. Does HKA check? I don't think they will, especially when you shoot a Seeker out. Remember? You kind of lose the element of surprise. Unfortunately. Oh, surprise! Hello! They go over the wall. They're looking to catch out the set. Haymaker, is it there? No, he's stunned up, and that is going to be the mid lane going down from HKA. They try and push directly into the mid lane. They're trying to go for a fight. Oh, no, this is disaster if they keep on going here. Two-shot barrage cuts through a couple members, even with the Gargoyle Stone Plate. It's not that tanky. Hanabi comes on down. He brings the slam with the teleport. And like that, Talon, they have easy access over toward the Baron.
Talon Esports just really found that what they were looking for and more. They were just finding a pick, but then the retreat path of HKA put them in an awkward spot. I feel like they just wanted to rejoin 3Z, but again, in terms of chase potential, you've got Talon easily catching up with all the utility in the world and mobility that they have, and now because of that, they've got Baron,
Hanabi tried
Dragon.
to steal it. Hanabi tried to steal the dragon. He actually brought Eminem to the Shadow Realm. Oh, no! He goes down. Candy's able to find his kill and keeps himself alive. All right.
They do.
I'll give it to Hanabi. He tried, damn. He went in. But HKA are able to at least deny the soul. Talon tried to get a little greedy, get both, but they didn't lose out on anything, and they have a Baron to their name. And with that, a 4,000 gold lead in favor at 26.5 minutes, 2-7.
Again, we mentioned how Talon Esports, they look really, really strong. It's so hard to try to knock them out of this spot. But HKA, just trying to slow the bleed down from from Talon Esports rather. But this is interesting. They've been laying down wards, and yet Jimian goes in and then didn't know that there were 4 people lying in wait for him. And this is the retreat path that was interesting. Like, I thought they would have just retreated back into the mid lane, but instead they wanted to take the path to the riverside and rejoin 3Z, hoping to probably intercept Hanabi, but I'm not sure where he was at that time. They're doing it again, Oppo.
Oh, boy. Talon waiting. Getting spicy. And they deny him.
Denied indeed, as they just they're just patient right now and opting for this bot lane take, as it is the only one still standing. Mid lane has been taken earlier. Now they've got the Baron up. Time to maximize this one.
Push it in.
Push, push.
Push, push. Do the push. All right, let's see. Over the wall, Candy goes. Gets a little poke in. 3Z almost grabbed over. Talon, 2 fronts of assault coming through as they look to siege. Kaiwing. That's a Braum. That's a lot used on the Braum. Meanwhile, your tower is just going to get destroyed, HKA.
Yeah, nicely done by Kaiwing. Distraction mission accomplished. Now it's 3Z.
3Z? Sure you want to go for this?
A little bit forward.
Mistress. Oh, jeez. Come on now. The Maiden. Just getting slammed. Come on. Is the Maiden just a floating cat?
Oh, my.
That is kind of horrifying,
That
actually.
is creepy now.
Oh, no.
Don't kill the Maiden. 42 HP.
42
Survive.
HP.
Okay.
It's fine. Doesn't matter, though. Talon don't really care about the Maiden. They care about towers, and now they find themselves their 5th one of the game. Now can look to siege in onto the inhibitor tower. Let's see. Did we see a bullet time come out? Another proxy coming through there.
Oh,
that's
that
a
is
chunk.
wild.
Oh, this is a flight, or is he running away? Sometimes I can't tell the difference.
Same. Like, the flanker becomes the flanky, and now they're chasing each other.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that
no.
is 4
That
people
is,
suddenly
That
out
is
of
the
nowhere.
crew rolling up and saying, how you doing? They get themselves a stun. Even with the Haymaker there, it's a little bit too late. Candy on a killing spree as he adds on to his KDA total. 3-0-3. It's a 2,000 Baron buff advantage on top of the 1,500 they got, so make that around 3,600 gained off the Baron. They have yet to been able to actually crack open the inhibitor tower, but guess what? Cloud Drake's going to come up in 90 seconds. Talon have such a distinct gold lead. I think they're pretty happy.
Yep, that is correct. And Talon is just going to do this by the book, taking out the top side of the map. But that's 15 seconds without Jimian here. See, gonna try to scare them away, protect the tower, clear the wave. And yeah, you're right. They just gotta wait for Cloud. Gonna get that Dragon Soul for Talon Esports, and which gives them a little bit more boost in taking all of these objectives away from HKA, or rather towers from HKA. Is a hard.
It's a hard.
Is a hard.
It's a hard.
It's difficult. We didn't really see. I mean, the Jimian's farm is really great, right? But then we haven't really seen the 5v5 so far because 3Z of course
3Z
gotta
does
do
not
Yorick
care
things.
about
Yeah.
your 5v5.
Yeah, because he's got to do Yorick
He
things.
is,
Right.
He's up there. They should actually make a farmer Yorick skin at this point, similar to Nasus. He does
Yeah.
have the shovel on the base skin.
That is true.
And you know what? He's just like, I'm just, I'm picking my potatoes up and top right now. I'm taking my minions. You know, he's a simple man. A simple man.
He is.
And he's like, you know what? You guys fight. I'm gonna go push towers.
I'm gonna be here. Exactly.
We actually saw, like, we were reviewing VODs earlier, and we saw that the Yorick actually was part of the reason that I believe it was AHQ lost their series against G-Rex last
yes.
year.
It was a PK right on the Yorick, and it could happen. I mean, it was they just gotta break that second inner tower in the top side of the map. But now they have acquired the 4th dragon of the game for them. Talon Esports. More, what do you call this? More cool ducks. Did I actually just shorten it in my brain?
What?
Cool ducks. Cool down reduction.
Cool duck. That is what we call it now.
The cool ducks. No, it's
How
an
much
awful
cool
name.
duck do you have? I love it.
It
How do you
sounds
get duck
ridiculous.
out of it? Duction.
Ducks. Like redux.
Redux.
Redux. Cool ducks.
Cool duck. Riku.
It's a bad name.
It's only our 4th game of the day, by the way. We still have 2 more after this. Are
Two
you
more.
okay?
We got this.
Can't wait till
I got this.
tomorrow? We have 7
We have 7 games, Saturday and Sunday. That's fun. I can't wait.
Ah. Again, oh, look at this.
Jimian.
I like the Alcove play we've been seeing sometimes. Like, teams are going to get a little sneaky with it.
Yeah. It's been
3Z
used.
is like, don't worry. They won't ever suspect the new addition from, preseason.
Good chunk though, Jimian.
Hello, 3Z. Oh, here comes his buddy over toward the side. Into the Shadow Realm they shall go. Instant cleanse, though, and that is the issue. But here comes the squad through on the side of Talon. They say, hey, you might take down my farmer, but I shall take your life.
Oh man, I mean HKA had a plan in mind. Unfortunately, Talon Esports, they were just ready to respond to that. They didn't get anything out of that, but it was one of those plays that they wanted to do because the opportunity was there, and I think there's not a lot of options since the lead is quite far, so they were just trying to take advantage of maybe a pick, take advantage of the long death timers at this point of the game. And that's going to be the second Baron for Talon Esports. Again, I did mention Opal. They are very calm and collected into these games, and I said they're the slowest.
It makes
I
sense.
feel like they're the slowest.
It makes sense. It's again, Big Papa. He's from Korea.
Yeah.
Very much of the attitude of teams will make mistakes. We should be able to exploit them. Don't need to be proactive. Let them fall. Let's take a look at this again. The amount that was used here on the side of HK, they're like, we got this. We're going to take down Hanabi. Uses the stopwatch to try and delay as much as possible. He's like, all right, set, get in there. Do the suplex, do the anime pose. And like, Hanabi is tanking up a storm at this point. And then the crew comes in. They say, you are in the wrong neighborhood. You're in the wrong lane. And they take him out.
Oh, and all of the carries too were at very near that area so that they can just walk by. And all of these air cloves, air boosters in the jungle just really help them.
Air boosters?
Air boosters. I'll call them air boosters, Opal.
Blast cone.
Not blast cone, air boosters. The air drake.
Oh,
jungle.
you're talking about, okay. I was like, air boosters? What are you on? You mean the drift lanes?
The drift lanes.
So
okay,
you
that
can
is
drift
better.
through the jungle?
That is a better name.
That's
I
why
am
you
bad
picked
at making names for things.
The drift lanes?
The drift lane. Air boosters.
It's like the carpool lane. You
Yeah.
can go through the jungle a little faster if you take the carpool lane.
Exactly that.
All right, Siege coming in, though, from Talon. GA completed also onto your Ezreal. This is looking like this could be the last push. Let's see whether or not Hong Kong Attitude can do just that and try and prevent this. It's going to be the Gargoyles used immediately by Kaiwing, able to tank up so much damage. In behind, though, LeBlanc being jumped upon by the set. Knockup comes on through. Haymaker is going to be available if they try and go in for the fight. Instead, they back off, but guess what? Final tick of damage onto the inhibitor. It shall fall. Talon now continue the push on the second Baron they've had this game. 2 inhibitors shall fall as Hong Kong Attitude are not able to stop this from happening.
There is a wave building slowly at the bottom side of the map. That's going to be next on their checklist. And at this point, let's see if Candy or everyone else would just try to decide to reset, recuperate some more mana and resources, and or if they just want to make it 100% sure, wait for the Elder Drake since they're doing a reset anyways. We'll have to see if that is the plan in mind, because they can just march in bot side for sure at this point. It's the only one left for Talon Esports to get closer to this victory of theirs, and they do, and most likely they will. 4-0 is just really good to look at in the rankings.
4-0, yeah.
A 4-0. Uh-huh.
Personally,
What's up?
I'm not satisfied with Talon's performance. I wanted to see them, this is your chance to be proactive.
Yes.
This is your chance to try and make something happen, because HK, they tried, and they didn't do a whole lot here. Oh, never mind. It's Hanabi. He's going to jump on in. He's Shadow Realms. Poor Wing. The Nautilus is just going to get taken apart. He's sent backpacking. He gets obliterated. And it's 3 inhibitors down on the side of HKA. Maiden, new target, it seems here. Talon aren't taking any prisoners at this point. 3Z is going to be caught out. He gets put down into the resurrection. Kaiwing goes in on the engage, gets the Fisher on down, slows down the field. 3Z is going to be the next one joining him as the Misfortune falls as well. And 3Z will get taken down underneath the tower. It's stopwatches, it's GAs, it's everything from Talon Esports as they look to finish off Hong Kong Attitude within their base. Haymaker's going to be used, but guess what? The rest of the team is going to focus on to the Nexus, and Talon shall go 4-0 in the standings to start off week 2.
4-0, standing strong. Talon Esports with a calm and collected, and yet such a dominating win against HKA. So Talon Esports